through his paperwork, he says death, death, death on each page. He says that these were all published in the last few days, and that all the headlines show white farmers being buried. Now, at one point in particular, he held up a headline to the camera here. We can see the headline clearly. It says, "Let's talk about Africa, which is where tribalism takes you," published by a blog called The American Thinker. There's also a thumbnail here of bodies being buried as well. Now, this article that he's holding is still online. It's pretty easily findable. And unlike what he said about this all being in the last few days, this blog post is not. It's dated February 13th earlier this year. As for the image that he said there shows white farmers being buried, this is not even in South Africa. This is actually an image of aid workers burying bodies in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, how do we know that? Well, it's pretty clear, linked here at the bottom in the blog post itself. It says image, YouTube screen grab. Pretty easy to click on the link and it takes us straight there to a report published by Indian media WION using Reuters footage showing women being buried following a mass jailbreak in Goma. So not South Africa, Yinka, but the DRC. And it is a story that is months old as well, unlike what Trump claimed in his meeting.
Yamiche, good to see you.
Hi, good. Thanks for taking the question.
Sure.
The president showed a video that he said showed more than 1,000 burial sites of white South Africans that he said were murdered. We know that that was not true and that the video wasn't showing that. So I wonder, why did the president choose to show that? It's not true that the video was showing a burial site. It is unsubstantiated that that's the case.
No, it is true that that video showed the crosses that represent.
Which is what the president claimed.
The video showed images of crosses in South Africa about white farmers who have been killed and politically persecuted because of the color of their skin, and their government did nothing about it.
Well, in September 2020, the community of Normadine, which is very close to Newcastle in KwaZulu-Natal, were very much disturbed. This was because a month earlier, there was this really brutal killing that happened where a couple was shot dead. The community was outraged. And when I say the community, it was farm owners, farm dwellers, farm workers, everyone outraged at this violent crime. Immediately after this incident that really rocked that community, government was present there. What you saw on the screen that was played out in the White House was not what Donald Trump said, the graves of 1,000 white Afrikaner farmers. It was not their families coming and paying respect to them, as he said. It did not happen on a Sunday, as he said. That protest happened on a Saturday. That's a basic fact check.
But here's where it goes from cruel to despicable. While cutting off food aid to Sudanese families living through an actual genocide, you're fast-tracking white South Africans for refugee status under a manufactured claim that they are the victims of genocide. You tried to block the admission of individuals who had already been approved to come here as refugees while making bogus claims to justify granting such status to Afrikaners. You've made a mockery of our country's refugee process, turning it into a system of global apartheid where political ideology and race, more than truth or need, matter.